Hey, everybody, and welcome to Shutitdownboys. This is a podcast where me and the gang get together after a long, hard 24-hour shift. We talk about life, both outside of and at the fire station. Next to me, I got old Chubbs himself, just pissing me off as usual and showing up late. He's literally chaos incarnate, like this guy.
Late,
yeah. And next to him, as always, we've got post-surgery Murph. Yeah. Like this is
what happens.
I don't know what the hell those doctors did, but something changed in him. But no, Murph has got Murph's on days, unfortunately, which is just
horrible.
He's just slinging hand soap, going station to station. His head just keeps dropping lower and lower. He keeps getting sadder and sadder. But no, we got old Stu jumping in for
from
him.
the corner,
from the corner, from the dark corner.
Came out of the closet, bro.
Arisen into the light.
It's been a while since I've been here. Even with that, we were doing lights.
November, slinging Christmas lights.
Yeah. Stu has got a side gig slinging some Christmas lights. Don't hit him up.
Spreading holiday cheer.
Yeah, he doesn't own the company, so yeah. Did you make more
Just
money doing bees or lights?
Oh, bees.
Stu used to do bees.
I was a beekeeper, for a while. That was a good cash paying job back in the day. So,
Can you be allergic to bees and still be a beekeeper?
Probably wouldn't be.
No.
You wouldn't? Wouldn't attempt that, but it's okay.
You have to check that box whenever you apply.
Jesus. Anyway, so we swapped Stu out for Murph because Murph is, like I said, he's gonna be
he's hurt.
He's gonna be down for a little bit. He can't even walk up my damn stairs. He's got those huge balls on him. But yeah, you guys, we got Stu. He's no Murph.
We're working on it.
He's better than Murph in some ways.
He's got a good mustache.
He's got a great
It's
mustache.
fitting.
Yeah.
All right.
Inspired his.
Dresses well. Better
you.
tattoos for sure.
Better tattoos than Murph. Yeah, Murph's got that huge back tattoo he never shows us.
He's such a douchebag. Yeah. He really is. We'll just call it what it is, man. I saw him yesterday at the station.
Is this turning? We're going to talk about all of Murph.
It's an hour.
He's a good guy, but man, he has not been able to work out.
It just looks like a beanpole. Now.
I'm not joking, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't work out, I get bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Sure.
Yeah.
But when he doesn't work out, his face you could just tell.
Oh, yeah.
Sinking in
The
a little
jawline's getting, like, tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's getting handsomer, and I really hate it, too.
Yeah, he came in with his he came in to get his uniform and stuff, and his face was all shaved and stuff, and I was just like,
What's
this guy's a real piece of shit. Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. Fucking sucks,
How many
man.
calories you get in a day, bro? Like 1,200?
He's like, I keep getting skinnier and skinnier. He's just more vascular. I'm like, this guy, dude.
He's morphing. back
Christine's
into
probably
his old
like
self.
feeding him like a leaner diet. Even
Something.
Now,
Yeah.
So
You shouldn't eat more shitty food.
here's some rice.
Yeah, it's freaking bullshit. Oh, Stu, choke up on the mic just a tad. You're
yep,
good. You're
sorry.
good. You need to get it to where you're almost throating.
We
it.
have to be on
I'm
top
in
of
the
it.
zone
on ours.
right
Yeah.
now.
There you go. There you go.
It sounds better when you're on top of it like that.
It does. You got to get. It's at a fist length away, but I think that you got to get in there.
That's Joe Rogan's fancy shit. Ours is this is some cheap dollar.
Whoa,
General
these
stuff.
aren't cheap mics.
man.
Damn Rode pod mics. Hey, shout out to Rode if you want to sponsor us. Also, shout out to Back of the Bay. You guys sent us some rad T-shirts. I think old Chubbs wore his on the last one.
Yeah,
but,
sure did.
Dude, these things make you taut.
I do like those shirts,
Yeah,
man.
Solid shirt. I love anything with a skull on it. And this
Man.
one's got a cigar in his mouth. So shout out to Back of the Bay. You guys go check them out on Instagram.
Thanks, y'all.
They're awesome. They post badass
Yeah.
pictures of like fire station bays where people have leather couches and
Man.
Really
and
awesome
good
setups.
times.
I need to actually go check. I heard y'all say that this like right before we started. I want to go look at it now.
Yeah.
See if we can
Probably a
come
lot
up
of
with
good
something.
conversations
Yeah.
happening in that
Yeah.
area.
Oh yeah,
like
just a bunch
we're
of
doing
boys
now.
palling
Yeah.
around out in the
Yeah.
bay.
Yeah.
Exhaust fumes keeping them sleepy. yeah, they got the bay doors open and
They
some
got
of
a
them have
little
the,
tube
the
thing
trunk
that hooks
things.
up.
Yeah, which the
Yeah.
trunk thing.
We
Why
don't
don't we
have
have
those.
those fucking
We don't
things?
have
We're too worried about having proper uniforms that don't match in color.
Of course,
Yeah.
White Sox.
Yeah.
Dude,
No-go.
I mean, I was in the Navy for 8.5 years, and the amount of uniform changes I went through pales in comparison to what we go through. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a T-shirt and the damn Navy
If
pants.
it ain't broke,
Yeah,
don't
fix it.
Right?
Yeah,
Many
yeah.
different shades of navy. for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But hey, guys, thank you guys so much. 2,687 subscribers. Patreon numbers keep cooking. Patreon's where it's at. YouTube is good.
Yeah.
Patreon. Oh, yeah.
We short.
Yeah, sure. Johnson's
Everything.
all- No. We show
literally
you guys
naked the whole
everything. We really get down to the nitty gritty on Patreon. A lot of times, I don't want my wife to watch the Patreon episodes.
did you see that picture I sent y'all?
Yeah, Holligan's wife was like, "Give me your Patreon login." We're like, "Never."
Never.
Yeah. Damn Sam Yam and Jack Conti. Those are the creators of Patreon. I would never disrespect you guys like that by giving my access away
What did
that's
she
what
say?
Ashley's asked me. Like, what do y'all talk about in there? I'm like, it's nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah.
I'll
Keep
read
that
it
away.
to the audience.
Oh, yeah.
where
Yeah.
She said
This is Holligan's wife.
She texted me. She's like, "Hey, give me your Patreon," and I go, "Okay, haha." And then on second thought, I said, "On second thought, I'm good. Suck it, babe." And she goes, "Don't come home. I'm changing the locks." And I said, "It's cool. I'll stay with Murph." He said, "We can kick it if I ever get kicked out."
Murph would never let you stay with him, dude. Christine would kick you out in the fucking day.
And then she told me to have fun with my right hand, so I was like, "Oh,
Nice.
I'm just kidding."
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh God.
Threaten a man with no sex, and he will move mountains to make whatever
Also,
needs to happen.
If a man, like if you're on a mission to get laid, I'm putting in some time around the house. Like, hey, I got dinner made. It's cleaned. I mopped the floors or whatever.
Did
You're
the
like,
laundry,
let's
you
take
know?
a shot of Fireball and
Hell
get a little
yeah.
weird on a Tuesday.
Loosen up.
Loosen
Come on,
up.
man.
There, drop your shoulders.
That's
a little
good
bit.
dad advice right
Not
there.
bad. Yeah, good dad advice. That's our episode for today. I know we're really beating around the bush here in the beginning, which is generally what we do. We got a little housekeeping to do.
Yeah.
In a minute.
But no, we're getting into being a firefighter dad. Dad advice, new dad advice. A lot of people are. We have a younger audience. A lot of them are first time dads like me. A lot of them are older dads like Stu, and a lot of them
Middle of the road.
high school dads like Holligan.
A lot of good sage wisdom.
Raw dogging it, and there's a sophomore. That's never good.
Oh, man.
It turned out all right, right?
I mean,
right, fellas?
Well, jury's still out on that one. But all right, so I have turned over YouTube comments to Schmolligan, to old Chubbs.
Yep.
Do you have some YouTube comments?
I've got some good ones.
Okay. So if things are misspelled and
you're wondering, this is not they like Clint Bustwood.
Clint Bustwood is always
he's
on
a
there,
guy
dude.
that's always commenting and saying stuff. But
OG commenter.
we'll hit on some that maybe guys that haven't gotten a shout out yet before.
Yeah.
So this made me laugh a little bit. It said, actually, I'll read a good one. Carter Kurt Z 9156. Some of these are hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
feel
Oh, I
your
know.
pain.
I know.
He said, "Hey boys, been a huge fan since before 300 subs. So
Nice.
he's been around for a while.
Not bad. Shout out to you.
Just decided to subscribe to our Patreon. Keep up the good work.
Hell
hey,
yeah.
man, shout out to you.
Thank you,
Carter.
man. Thank you.
Trigger, hold on, this is Trigger Sky, I guess. These are hard to pronounce. He commented on our Firefighters on the Spectrum. I
Nice.
guess I had a comment there. I said, I don't even know what caviar looks like, to be honest with you. And he said, I feel that at a personal level. So
Nice, yeah.
shout out to you, buddy. I'm sure there's hundreds more, but those are the ones that really stood out to me.
Nice. Thank you guys. The comments.
Appreciate
Keep
y'all.
the comments coming, man. That boosts the algorithm up a little bit on the YouTube. So again, we're doing firefighter dad stuff. Anybody? I'm gonna start us out. I have a list, dadlife.com apparently. But being a firefighter dad, tough gig, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different, especially because you're gone for 24 hours. Some of you on that 48.96. Fucked up. Yeah. Never. All right. I know a
gotta
lot
got
of you
you.
guys pitch me, you'll love it. You'll love it. No. All right.
You'd come home and the kid would be like, "Are you my dad?"
Yeah.
After 48
Yeah, dude. Uncle Tom keeps coming over every day. I'm like, I'm out. Yeah, I'm going to bag groceries. This is bullshit. Yeah. But no, we got some drunk hillbillies that are going around our fire station. He's got a proposal together. Everything's misspelled. It's upside down. He's trying to throw a program together for us to get on a 4890
Really?
Davis.
okay,
Yeah.
Temporary, right?
He's trying to pitch. This is a damn tanny episode. I apologize. We're gonna get into it. All right, but Davis is trying to pitch his 4896.
Yeah.
So suck it, Davis. Never.
I
Not
thought
even if there's a fire. All right. Never.
I thought they said they were bad for you. 4896.
Yeah, dude. Being at the fire station for 48 hours is. And they're like, you get so much time off. I'm like, I'm gonna need 3 goddamn days to recover from being woken up for toe pain for 48 hours.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you work overtime,
Sure.
like one day of overtime on a 4896, man, just imagine you get off and you have 3 whole days off.
Yeah.
Versus
Nah, I'm
like
good.
us, we work one and it's like you get one day off and you feel like shit.
Burn. I mean, just take a vacation day.
There's
A
plus and
vacation day.
minuses. I think there's more minuses in my opinion.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know, so.
I like it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, right off the rip,
Either
we're
way.
gonna get into it. Firefighter dads, check, done. 3 of us, dun. Dropping loads. Don't forget to enjoy the little moments.
Okay.
That's a good
All
one.
right, that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
that's a great one, man.
Yeah. I actually really like that.
It's a very generic one, but I think as so Modern Family. Me and Melissa have always had this hang up. Old Phil Dunphy, you know Modern Family, Sofia
I'm
Vergara.
trying to think. I don't know if I've ever watched it.
I watched
What?
it.
I think so.
Watch it for Sofia Vergara alone. Yeah.
Is that the girl where
She's a girl.
you told me about her at the station?
Oh yeah.
Did a little quick Google search.
He was like, "What's she look like?" Dude, we Googled Sofia Vergara, and he had safe search turned off. And I was like, "Whoa,
Dad mistake.
yeah, right there. Put
Don't
safe,
get caught.
yeah, put safe search on."
Yeah.
But he was like, "I got to watch this show." I'm like, "You should."
It's very good.
But dude, one of the dads in the show, he says a line in Modern Family, and he says, "The hardest part about being a dad is just being there."
Yeah.
And Melissa's like, "What? That's
What a loser.
Fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard."
Yeah.
You don't know.
And afterwards, it took me a minute. I was like, "Huh." But we're so preoccupied with so many other things.
Oh, yeah,
like,
all the
damn, I got to
time.
get the yard mowed. Like, I got to go pick up groceries. My truck's fucked up. I got to go fix
Yeah.
my truck. But being present, I think
Be
that's
present in the moment.
That's a
what I was
huge
gonna
thing.
say.
Be present in the moment. Like, attempt to pause your brain.
Yeah.
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 I've had to do that as, y'all kids are young. Mine are older. One of my oldest one is going to be a senior next year. So sometimes now when they ask me to do stuff, I'm like, I know I need to mow or whatever. And I'm like, let's go shoot baskets in the driveway. Stuff
He's
like
going
that.
to college soon.
Yeah.
You got a
exactly.
little bit of time.
That
left.
fucking grass will be fine.
Yeah,
Which I think
exactly.
we all struggle with, especially as firefighters. You
Yeah.
get off work and you're like, God damn, I got so much stuff I need
Yeah.
to do. I've been gone for
Yeah.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
I've been gone for 24 hours. I got to get a lot of shit done. And your kid's
Yeah.
over there with his basketball. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
I
Having a good
couldn't
wife
play
helps.
basketball with him anyway if they asked.
Well, I was going to say that. You get interested in whatever the hell they're interested
know.
in. Your kid
I
might be
know.
like, Dad, I fucking love sports.
It's gonna be
All of them.
tough for old Helen.
It's like,
Dad,
can you
what
come throw the
position
baseball
were you-
with me?
Hey, I'd be there too if my kids are like super into like.
It's
Dungeons
going to be
and
the
Dragons.
opposite. He's going to be throwing good, and you're going to not catch it and get the black eye.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
gonna be you.
it's going to be
Yeah.
me instead.
Just out there playing drop with Dad.
You got an arm
right?
on your buddy. Hello, you got a cannon on you. Melissa's like, what happened? I'm like, I hit my head. I fell on the stairs.
I totally did miss that.
My son didn't smoke me with a baseball.
Oh, it's totally fine.
I'll be fine, damn it.
Yeah.
So what is that show called?
Modern Family.
Modern Family, and the line is, the hardest thing about being a dad is just being present.
Just being there. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Right?
that. I feel that.
Right?
Like sometimes
Okay.
you roll up especially after like work.
Yeah.
You roll up at the house and like we have a ritual at my house. When I roll up from work, my daughter runs immediately straight.
Yeah.
to me.
Hang on. Yeah. With a Lone Star in her hand. Daddy, look what I got for you.
She's already lit the cigarette for you.
Screw away, Daddy's home, boys. Woo!
That's awesome.
My wife is so tired of Helen making us seem like complete white trash.
Sorry, Bree. That's
It's a persona.
It's the
a
moneymaker,
persona.
for God's sakes. Bree,
Yeah.
making fun of this drunk
It's so
hillbilly.
funny because sometimes it's true, dude. I think that's what irks us the most.
Has your 2-year-old daughter ever brought you an unopened beer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
You're
well,
gonna be doing it
I
too.
need a damn. Yeah, of course.
That is the move.
Yeah, well, my kid one time I set my beer down and didn't realize and walked
Oh,
away,
no.
and I come back and he's sitting there having it turned up. I was like,
turning loose, huh?
yeah,
Like, oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Dad,
So what's the ritual? You get
we're
home.
getting swifty.
Yeah. Nice. You get home. You pull in the driveway. She comes running outside.
Yeah, and there are some times like I love that,
Of course.
but you know how it is. You're
Oh,
fucking
dude.
useless. You get home and all
Yeah.
you want to do, you almost just want to take a nap in your car before you go in.
Yeah.
and you're like,
You got a
see
2-hour drive too. Yeah.
Yeah.
but you got to put a smile.
Yeah.
Hey, put a
Yeah.
smile on your face. Go do it. You're gonna get some sleep that night, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you collect yourself on the 2-hour drive?
Yeah,
Like, does that
yeah.
help? Okay.
That's a little-
I kind of
It does. It definitely helps because you get a little bit of a mental break of just nothing. You're
Yeah.
driving for a little bit.
Do you like turn the radio off and just drive in silence?
Oh, my
sometimes?
God.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
was just
serial
gonna say-
killer
Yeah,
shit.
I was just
Yeah.
curious. Yeah.
I have to
Jesus.
like, and y'all know me. I'm a jovial guy. I'll get out and go to the gas station, say hi to the normal
Yeah,
gas station
yeah.
guy. take a
Hey, I
leak,
see.
come
How
back.
you doing, my man? Got the corn dogs ready?
Yeah. I have heard of guys doing that from dispatch because it's so much
Oh,
that when they
dude.
drive home, they just drive home in silence.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
Dude,
yeah.
there has got to be, I mean, nothing worse. Tim has showed up here after a night shift at dispatch, dude, and he just sits in that corner over there.
Kind of did.
He looks like he'd been through combat.
And
like
we
10
kind of
minutes
get
ago.
we get a little bit of life into him, shucking and jiving on the podcast, you know,
Yeah.
talking to him, jazz him up a little bit, give him a
Yeah.
little excitement in his life.
yeah.
But, dude, I mean, you talk just drain you down now.
It really does look like he just got out of a foxhole off the front line.
It's crazy as shit, man.
And that's why I don't promote, because I don't want to go up there.
Never promote.
Never
Stu already
promote.
promoted once, but never promote. He was
Again.
back in man too. You were back in man for how long?
About 10 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, there you go. Do your time, for
Yeah.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I wanted to do. 10 years and then
Now I'm
I
doing
went in
25.
and, I did 10.
25 to life on the back. That's a T-shirt. Damn it.
25.
Trademark. Trademark. Shut it down, boys.
That's
Trademark.
a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
Damn it,
a really good one.
I told you guys I'm a goddamn idea, man.
If only there was like money in making shirts.
Yeah.
'Cause We
You
just
know,
don't.
we
fucking
could.
make it.
Some of these, we don't make so we sell our shirts on Etsy. I apologize now if you've gotten a late order before. Etsy, they're not what they
Etsy
used to be.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, so in the future, so hey, Back of the Bay, anybody, hey, hit me up with a damn T-shirt. Back of the Bay, these are rock solid.
It's a
dude.
nice shirt.
Back
Same
in the
as-
Bay,
yeah.
Backman Union.
Backman Union, they've got solid shirts. I think Engine of the Rescue, Fire Station Memes Guy.
Yeah.
I got one of his. It's a banger. I think you have to find a distributor, and if you order in bulk, but because
That-
We gotta suck
what was
somebody's
it,
cock. I don't know.
okay,
The Dirty
Jesus.
Deuce. That was a cool shirt.
Dirty
Dirty
Deuce,
was a good
solid
shirt
shirts too, man. Yeah, he tagged you, Dirty
Oh,
Deuce.
did he? What's up,
said?
man?
He said, "Nice shirt, Chubbs."
That's okay.
I was cracking up
Someone
laughing,
said
man.
at the station yesterday, they were like, "This might be the thickest station today."
Oh yeah,
And they were just talking about asses in general.
a couple thick boys
Oh,
there.
Richard
Richard,
was,
they got Swamp Bottom on
Oh,
him.
Dusty
Yeah.
Bottoms. Shout out to you, by the
Dusty
way.
Bottom. He's a
I
big
love
comic.
that guy.
Yeah.
Former Station 4 guy.
He-
Yeah.
He was like, "This might be the cake station of the day." And
Caked
then
up.
Alan was like, "Nah, man, 9's got us."
Oh yeah, Station 9 got a couple
did,
of dump trucks
Did.
pulling in and out
Yeah.
of there.
Yeah.
What do you got? Throw some dad advice. Holligan
All right.
is a dad of 4.
Yep,
Youngest
dad of
being
4.
2.
Yeah.
All right, I might go with the lovey-dovey one. What you got here? A little boxing shirt. You know what I actually put on there was rest when you can.
Okay.
You need I know we just talked about coming home and having the energy, but you if you're a dad and you do have it doesn't matter really. I don't know if it starts to matter as much when they get that much older because
Not
they're
as-
home as much, but
They're more self-sufficient.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know.
when you're a dad, you're gonna be, especially boys, you're gonna be like their best buddy.
Nice.
Like
Crushing
the
it.
older they
Yeah.
get, they're gonna be like, "Dad, let's go throw the ball. Let's go whatever."
Yep.
But then they get a certain age, and then they're like, "You don't know shit,
Tapers
Dad."
off.
Yeah,
Yep.
like,
Yeah, it goes
hey,
in
you-
waves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you want to.
That's where I'm at.
Now
Yeah.
my dad. Now I go to my. Sorry, not cut
you
you
go.
off. But
You're
now
good.
my dad, I go to him all the time for
You're
advice. I'm like,
pals,
this guy
man.
knows everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
But yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, that's why you would catch your dad if you had a dad at home. You catch him having a cat nap before you got home from school
snoozing on the couch.
because he's got 4 or 5 more hours to do whatever with you. And if you can, get some rest, man.
Sure.
Try and squeeze it in. Talk to your wife. Let's nap. a little
Segue
bit.
that, and when the baby's sleeping, if they're a baby, take a nap when the
Sleep.
baby.
Oh,
yeah, I was-
it's
I-
hard
yeah,
sometimes,
I
but
know.
yeah, yeah.
I generally redline it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll power through. And then
Yeah.
and then Melissa gets home. And I'm like,
Yeah, see, that's the
yeah,
thing.
you're irritable, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's for dinner? Yeah,
wish-
yeah.
wish
You
you
get
would.
so that is one
why.
thing. I am horrible about that because I feel guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
It's a
I
hard
can't.
one to get
I'm like,
past.
it's 2:00. It's sunny outside. Like,
Yeah.
I can't go. But the baby's sleeping. I'm like, I could catch 15 real quick.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
it turns
exactly.
into 45, and then you wake up and you're like, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was worth it. So
Power
get, yeah,
nap.
get a nap in for God's
It's
sake.
tricky,
Power nap.
though,
Yeah, don't
too.
go to sleep for 3 hours.
No.
Baby's crying.
No.
Yeah.
Or like that. Like if your kid is not sleeping well,
dude.
like alternate with your wife.
Yeah.
Figure that out because you have to have rest. If you don't have rest,
You have to,
eventually
man.
you're gonna
You have
snap.
To, you have to balance that. You have to let them get rest too.
Yeah.
when
Sure,
You can.
sure.
And then So.
And like being a fireman, I thought about this the other day. Being a fireman is like being a dad with a shitload of chores to do.
Yep.
Except you have a higher adrenaline spike in the middle of the night.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then you go
Yeah.
home. That's what it's like, realistically. If anyone was out there wondering, what is it like? Well, It's kind of like having a lot of shit to do during the day and errands to run.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Middle of the night. Yeah. Except their errands are on fire.
Errands are on fire, and you don't get
Or
to slowly
Tobane.
roll out of the house, and you know.
Or there are people with a very low IQ score. Anyway, Stu, what do you got?
I got one it goes hand in hand with being a fireman. So you might be used to this, but I put down, except that you're going to have bodily fluids on you.
Oh,
You know,
dude.
It happens in the apartment. It's a little better when it's your
100%.
child.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a lot
but,
easier.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
You're
you know?
okay with getting their shit on your hands.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
okay with someone
Yeah.
grabbing your
Yeah.
forearm
Yeah.
instead of your glove.
Dude, the first time I checked to see if he had pooped his diaper, I stuck my finger in there, and Melissa was like, "You can just
God.
kind of lift it." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "God." I was like, "Yeah, it's pooped." She's like, "Why
wiped
would
it
you?"
on her.
I'm like, "I thought that's how you're supposed to do it."
I thought about this too.
My kid, I don't give a
New
shit.
dads are PPTPs still a
What?
thing? Do you know what that is?
What?
PPTP.
What?
So they used to, when my kids were, they had these like little fabric cones while you were changing a diaper. You put it over their
What?
thing, that because if not, I got sprayed a few
Oh,
times.
for like a
Stu.
boy.
yeah.
What?
But yes, these are
Interesting.
real things.
He-
You put it on as you're changing, and it'll absorb. Yeah.
So
Damn
you
it!
buy
Where's
a-
Tim at? I gotta Google this
Buy
shit.
a pack of them or
Yeah,
something?
it came in a little
Okay,
pack.
cool.
So yeah, as you were changing,
Yeah.
because you only get peed on a couple times.
No
and
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
way.
And it's
dude.
got, I mean, it's got some pressure.
then, exactly.
Usually.
Yeah.
Dude, are you
Did
serious?
you find it? Yeah. I see. I told you. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. You better order. They're $26.
That's on
Holy
it.
cow.
That's an Etsy bullshit.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
golly.
ours weren't that fancy.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's wild.
It's like those water cups almost.
I got to
Yeah.
tell Melissa about
Yeah,
that.
you
That's
gotta get some.
PPTP.
Yeah.
That could be the title of the episode. Might get flagged. That's crazy as shit. No, he's never.
Have you been peed on yet?
Yes, actually.
Like stream, like changing?
Yeah,
Or-
it happened on. We'll talk about it next episode. Yeah. We'll talk about. We got a Patreon episode. I've had some road trips recently for the holidays. Went pretty sweet, as you can imagine. Yeah,
So
with a
much fun.
9-month-old. Yeah, super cool. Anyway, we'll talk about it next. Sign up to the damn Patreon for God's sake. You get a lot, dude. Patreon. We talked about it. We dove into my past, the Target security guard.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I hate that I
Tough
missed
one.
that episode.
That was a
You
rough.
know,
That was a rough one, Stu. We got into it.
Yeah, dude.
on that one.
TJ was like adamant about not paying for our
That's what
content.
I saw the comments.
Yeah.
And he was like, all
Yeah.
right.
I sent him a teaser. I sent old TJ is my baking partner at the station. He's an A shifter, but we like him. But yeah, he was like, I'm not paying. I like your podcast, but I'm not paying for Patreon.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, let me just send you a teaser, TJ. I sent him a teaser,
Yeah.
and
A
he's
little
like,
tease. Did we break down some walls? And
Oh, yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing better? Accepting?
I'm doing better. And
Yeah.
actually, so my buddy Gene texted me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gene. He was like. He's like, good on you for capitalizing on your childhood trauma, man. It's about time.
That's a hard one, man.
Yeah, dude. But no, shout out to Gene. He's very supportive, loves his podcast. But anyway, I'm gonna throw us one out there. You gotta be. Let me see. Okay, so new dad, you got a baby. You can take the baby places.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Take the baby places. I know it's. You're scared. You're like, what if they do this? What if they shit? What if they, hey, people
gonna happen.
know, dude. People
Yeah.
are understanding. People know it's going to happen. It's actually a lot of fun
Yeah.
because people are like, oh my God, look at your baby. You take them to Lowe's and they go, look at the fans.
They're
and
not
shit,
used to
dude.
seeing dads running around with babies.
No,
Yeah.
they're not. Yeah, they're
A
not.
lot of times alone.
Yeah. Dude, some lady, I went to the hardware store. She was an older lady. She was like, that's so cute. I had Griffin strapped to my chest, and I was buying sprinklers because old Chubbs didn't come through for me.
Yeah.
The sprinkler man, apparently. But anyway, she was like, let me see your phone. I'll take your picture. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, she took my picture. And Melissa was like, who took your picture? I'm like, she was a nice old lady.
Nice old lady.
The M&D.
Mid-50s.
Yeah. Just put her number in there.
She doesn't want me.
But no, it's a good time. Take the baby places.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Yeah.
Is it a lot to load everything up? And,
Oh, dude.
yeah.
That's
Listen,
the worst part of
they
it.
come with they come with more accessories than I don't know what, something something Chinese off Amazon. Yeah, nice, boom roasted.
Yeah.
Sorry, women.
Yeah.
I had a couple of women listeners.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
though,
Shout out to
compared
you.
to when my kids were young, like they have diaper bags and stuff that actually look like backpacks that look
Yeah.
normal now.
I have
Like
that.
I had to carry the old
The
diaper,
one with a big, long strap,
yeah,
unzips.
yeah,
No,
yeah. So
They-
they've made some good,
Yeah.
advances in that. So.
and they know dads are in there now. Back in
Yeah.
the day, dads were like, I'll work overtime for 9
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, that was one of mine that I was going to bring up. It was my situation. I was lucky, but my mother-in-law was able to watch the days I was at work. But I took care of both my boys on my days off,
Yeah.
and I could have went to work, but I
Sure.
just would have been paying for daycare.
Yep.
And
And
I don't think that's
It's
No.
like offset. You have to have a lot of money to offset that, right?
Yes, that's kind of what that's another situation you got to cross. That's another bridge you got to cross. We're carrying the load of the family on
That's
our
what we're
shoulders.
supposed to
Shout
do.
out the dads out there,
out.
man. The unsung heroes
Suck
of the
it,
family.
women.
Listen,
title
whenever
it Dad
moms.
Heroes.
yeah, dad heroes, D-Heroes. Nice. Trademark. Shut it down, boys.
That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
That's another good shirt. But no, man, I think it's rough out there some days. And the daycare
Yeah.
thing is dude, what a fucking scam.
Kid just
It's
gets
such a
sick.
fucking scam,
What a
dude. Like
scam,
you're literally
dude.
paying for liability. Like you know what they feed
Yeah.
your kids?
I don't want to know.
They
Graham
feed-
crackers.
Yeah.
Graham crackers.
Yeah, they don't feed them like real
Goldfish.
Like,
MREs
we
and
lived in a
shit.
we lived in a like recently like nice area, and I remember picking my son up from daycare like 5-6 years ago, and thinking, I pay you guys this much, and you're
Yeah.
feeding them fucking dry crackers.
It's probably like the off-brand.
It's
It's not even
bullshit.
honey graham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
so,
you guys
yeah.
are-
some Aldi
the
graham
nice
crackers.
daycare in the city. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why am I paying you guys that much?
It's crazy as shit, man.
It's not that hard to watch.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I know it's tough. New dad here. Got a 9-month-old. My wife went back to work after like 3 months, I think. Watch the kid. It's not
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah.
Some days it's a lot.
It is. I miss it.
It is, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're. If I were to be like, no, we'll pay for daycare and I'll just go work overtime
Yeah.
or whatever, dude, you'd miss so many cool moments and
Yeah.
shit
You
like
do.
that. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I did.
yeah, stay home and watch them. Even if I never pictured myself being a dad, for God's sake. Now,
I don't think any of us did.
I don't think any of us did. Yeah, especially you,
I
freaking
definitely did.
16, 17, whatever however old you were. But it's the fucking best, man. So
Yeah.
stay
Yes, it
home,
is.
watch the kid till daycare, suck
Yeah.
it. Unless you have to pay for daycare, then you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, I watched the Jerk Off movie, by the way.
What jerk off movie?
Oh, the Jerk Off. And it's not a movie. It was. I don't remember. What was the name of it?
Oh no, dude! What's the name of it? Hang on.
I
Damn
don't
it.
know what you're talking about.
He was
Stu.
like
Stu has an Android, so we don't include him in our text.
Yeah.
he
I
said
apologize, Stu.
he
Yeah.
he told me, he's like, hey man, you got to watch this for the podcast and bring it up. And I was
So
like,
we're starting a new segment of I'm sending Holligan movies to watch,
Yeah.
and he reviews
I have
them.
to watch them for the podcast,
dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
this
movie about
one-
a serial.
quit. Yeah.
It's okay. It's a haunted house.
It's called Hand Job Cabin.
Dude, like it literally, it's like classic, like people going to
Four
a cabin.
Here, I got you right here. 4 friends descend on a log cabin for a weekend of fun, but an ominous, sexually frustrated presence resides within.
Oh gosh, man.
It's just like it was a sketch trailer, like
Yeah.
so it was mock. It never got made. It wasn't a real movie.
Oh no, it wasn't a real
no,
movie.
it wasn't a real
boo.
movie.
Yeah.
It was.
That's our next Patreon goal. We're
Yeah.
remaking Hand Job
Job
Cabin.
They're like, she just keeps jerking off. And they're like, is there any lotion? And they're like, no lotion. So like it shows that they're like, like trying to spit for
gosh.
lubricant. It was.
what?
I was like, this is not real. There's no way this is a real movie, and it wasn't. I think
Damn
the people
it.
that
Where
did
did you
like,
watch this movie at?
I think the people that did like college humor. It
Okay.
looked very college humor.
man,
is
dude.
what it looked.
So,
Okay.
what was the final verdict? Like,
It's just. I mean, it was funny.
It was
I could
funny.
see it being hilarious.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's just on YouTube.
Okay, I got to check it out. Yeah, Hand Job Cabin.
It's
All right.
like a disgusting grudge-looking girl, like
that was a steal right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be made into a meme. Your
Oh yeah,
face
for
right
sure.
now.
That's the next T-shirt design. HJ Cabin with Holligan.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did you watch the other one?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay,
No.
all right. So this is our
That's a
new
good idea.
This is our
Yeah.
new bit. Holligan, he
Yeah.
loves scary movies.
Ooh, I got a good scary movie recommendation.
God, Stu, are you a scary movie guy? We talked.
I do like scary movies.
You need to check this one out.
Weirdos.
We found it on Tubi.
Tubi.
The free
Okay.
shout out to Tubi if y'all, dude.
Oh,
I
it's a
love
free
Tubi.
one. A lot of
Free.
commercials.
I can get
Yeah.
past that. I'm all right with it. As
Oh,
long
yeah.
as they got everything on there. But we watched it. It's called Haunted House LLC.
no.
And it is, dude, I'm not joking. It's like a low budget film, but it was
it terrifying?
legitimately scary. Like it had you on your edge. Like whenever the commercial comes, you're like, oh shit.
Damn it. Yeah.
Like I looked at my wife. I was like, it's pretty good, huh?
Okay.
I'll have to check it out.
I was scared, man. That was
All
a
right.
good movie.
Yeah.
Check that out. Haunted House LLC.
Let's
I
keep
think on
rolling with
Tubi.
some dad advice.
All right, dad advice.
Who's up? You throw us something.
Make your kids eat bad meals. At least once in a while.
Yeah.
Feed them a shit meal.
Let them know.
Make them eat it too, because
What's in it? Give us an example.
I was about to
McDonald's.
say, that's
like
what- yeah.
if you do something that's like bland, shitty food, but they understand that the rule is you eat what's on your plate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You say
Yeah.
thank you.
Dude.
They go to a friend's house. Maybe they get fed shitty food.
Sure.
And they can stomach it down.
Mom
say
can't
thank
cook.
you.
Yeah.
Don't be rude.
Be
right?
respectful, yeah.
That's like I hate it.
Do you just purposely not season meals sometimes? Yeah. You throw a couple rocks in there.
Now,
some
I did it.
sand.
I'm not
Why
saying
is it
I
so
did it
gritty?
on purpose.
Yeah.
but
Got a shotgun
I
shell in
know for like a while, man, my son had to eat just the shittiest food.
'Cause your
I
ex couldn't cook?
I couldn't cook. She couldn't
Oh, yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
And what I was cooking him was just whatever me.
Better for it.
We just mixed ground beef and beans for like a month one time.
I
That's
think
a-
we've
that's a
covered
damn
this.
meal.
You probably learned to cook from the fire department.
That's
have you?
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Shout
just
out to
picked
fire
up
station.
stuff
Yeah.
from y'all, and this part of the country is totally different than where I came from. We ate a lot of potatoes. Where I
Dust
came
bowl,
from.
as they call it. Yeah, the dust bowl. That's all, I don't even think potatoes would grow
Taters.
out there. You can grow
I mean, they-
cotton. That's about
yeah.
it.
Cotton.
They can grow potatoes on Mars, but not at Amarillo.
It was
Yeah.
an import. That's
Oh,
what it
dude.
was.
Who was that? Matt Damon. Also, hey, no shout out to Matt Damon. All right,
Oh yeah.
dude.
What happened?
We better save this.
You want to say it?
We'll save for Patreon. I watched. I had never seen.
Suck it, you two.
Yes. No. Okay. Okay. I had never seen The Departed. We'll go ahead.
Okay.
I'd never seen The Departed.
Yeah.
So me and Chubbs last shift.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
Shift before last. I'd never seen it. We sat down and we put The Departed on Tubi, I believe.
Yeah,
A lot of
that's right, yeah.
commercials. Listen, that movie. Spoiler alert! If you've never seen The Departed,
So good.
the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio gets shot,
Yeah. That was.
I was
yeah.
like, "What are we doing?" Dude?
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was just like, I was
Yeah,
like, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
I was like,
He
"No."
had invested more time in
Yeah.
a movie than I've ever
It's
seen.
a great
him do.
show. Yeah,
it was,
man.
It was good.
I loved at the end though when old Mark Wahlberg just walks in.
Mark
there.
Wahlberg, the biggest dick in the movie,
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
he finally comes through and smokes old Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Again, apologies for ruining the film for you.
Rat bastards.
But yeah,
man.
With
anyway,
some dad advice: show that to your kid when your son when he gets
Don't be
of an appropriate age.
That's
But,
don't be
yeah.
a rat.
Probably
Yeah.
a 7 or 8.
Yeah, maybe
that's
cut out the
probably
Jack Nicholson parts.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
What can
That's
I use you
typical in
for?
any movie. You know. So.
All right, Stu, throw us one.
I have.
Make them eat shitty meals. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, make them eat some shitty meals.
I have. If you are trying, I promise you are doing a good job.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
if you're
yeah.
if you're just there doing it, and we kind of covered that at the beginning, I know, but if you're there trying, you're doing it.
Yeah.
you
You're
know?
a great dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're doing your best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might think, I know, I mean, I've thought a couple of times. I think we've all thought like, damn, I could have done better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
You're there. Hey, you're present.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're better than 90% of the population.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
You
There's
know?
a lot of shit dads out there.
Yeah,
No
that's-
shout out to you guys.
Shitty dads. Fuck you guys.
And that part of that piggyback is you're going to make mistakes. You know,
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
There's some stuff, you know, and I've had and be able to go back to your kid and apologize when
What's
you do
your
make-
What's your worst mistake? You think? Or
we
biggest
were
that
actually
you
talking
think?
at the station because I was coming up. One of the things I regret most is my oldest son one time when he was a baby, just crying.
Yeah.
New dad, young
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
not knowing what's going on, and he's literally just crying. And I'm in the crib like, "What do you want?"
I
You
know.
like,
Yeah.
And finally, I just yelled like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
And then of course he gets more terrified
Yep.
and
Now he's
just
scared
goes
of you.
to screaming. Yeah, and
I know.
That's probably the thing that stuck with me one of the most.
Bothers
you
yeah,
to this day, huh?
Yeah.
He's cried. He's done that before. I'm like, I don't know what you want, buddy. I cannot give it. And I've just set him down and
Yeah.
just walked away for a minute.
Yeah.
And, you know,
That's
safely.
what you have to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just walk away, and man. But then you're like, oh. One time I cut his finger too. Whenever I was
man.
cutting his
Cutting
fingernails.
nails, yeah.
dude, it made me sick to my stomach. He
You
was.
hear him screaming
Oh,
and crying,
dude, and
Yeah.
it was bleeding. I'm like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt like such an asshole. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing our best out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We're not built for this. We've got too much damn testosterone in us.
Especially
These
if you're
damn
brand
things.
new. It is easier if you end
Yeah.
up having more. Like the
Oh,
second
yeah.
time around,
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, I got this." But the first one,
It helps having guys that are older than you that have kids,
For sure.
Or you're talking to your dad. Like it's funny how like when you're the dad, you're like more disciplinary, you're harsher. I think that's funny is like your old man. If your old man sees you and he's like, "Hey, man, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy on him." It's like
Yeah.
you weren't like that with me.
Yeah.
But he's saying that because He's like,
He's seen, yeah.
he's seen it. He knows what he's talking about. Because
Yeah.
I had that. That was my biggest mistake, I think, is I'd always told my son, hey, man, you're tough. Tough it out. Just quit. You're not going to cry over dumb stuff, which is true.
Yeah. I mean, you still have to be their dad.
But
Teach them how to be a man.
There's
but,
a threshold to that. And Aiden one time, he crashed his bike, right? Mm-hmm. But he crashed it hard.
Oh, yeah.
And he had skinned like a lot of skin off.
Oh, yeah.
And you could see he was in some serious, like, it hurt.
Yeah.
But he was like, I want to prove to Dad I'm tough. I'm like, no, buddy. This isn't it. It's okay.
You're
good.
Time to cry.
And I felt like a failure. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I'm a dick, man. I can't believe
Mine
I
was
like
always with the boys. It was, hey, good thing you're tough. When
Yep.
something like that
Yeah.
happened, and it didn't necessarily stop them from crying, but it kind of.
Yeah. You puff their chest up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it moving, boys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have that written on my list. Hurt yourself and act tough in front of your family.
totally didn't hurt.
Dude. Yeah.
And when you
That's
get
just
hurt
me
as a
and
dad, don't show,
Dude,
Don't you dare.
I hit my hand with a hammer the other day, like 4 times, dude. I was smashing some rebar, and Melissa and Griffin were talking to me as I was trying to do it, and I was like, and like, dude. And Melissa's like, oh, and I was like, nah, it's good, dude. My hand at night, I was just like, yeah, dude. I was like, you coming? I'm like, yeah, fucking soaking in hot water. Dude, my hand fucking swelled up, man.
Dude.
You have to, dude. You got to act tough, man. Fuck it.
It's like stubbing your toe.
Yeah. I remember when I separated my shoulder. Remember that I was jumping a fence.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this,
Okay.
Stu.
So
They were going to
we were
the
going
lake.
to the lake. My son forgot a squirt gun or something, and the house was all locked up. The gate's locked. I'm like, I'm gonna jump the fence.
Yeah.
I jumped the
Tough
fence.
dad.
On the way back, as I'm throwing my body weight over, the picket breaks, and 6 foot tall privacy fence just come landing down on my shoulder.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Separated, and I knocked the wind out of me. My youngest son's sitting. I remember like it hit me, and I'm going, and he's like, "Dad's dying," and
He fell on a stage.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
running goes and gets mom. Of course, mom
Yeah.
comes over. Everyone's in. I mean, we're literally in the driveway, packed, heading to the lake.
You got a boat hooked up.
Yeah. Of course, right after COVID, and all this. But
Oh, man.
yeah. So by the time Ashley gets there, I've can breathe again, and I'm picking myself up, and I'm like, man, I think everything's okay. My legs
Dude.
all scraped up because that's what caught the fence on
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
down. She's like, is your knee okay? And I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, hang on. I pull my shirt up, and my collarbone's like sticking up here. Yeah. And I'm like, it's fine, baby. We go to the lake. And she's like, no, Stu, we need to go to the
We are
hospital
going
right
to the
now.
hospital.
Yeah.
Do you see that? And his
Give me one of them IPAs.
And then I'm like, yeah, I probably need to go to the hospital right now. Yeah. So,
Your
and it's
knee.
right after COVID, so she has to literally drop me off. No one can come in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but hey, listen.
Trip ruined.
Yeah.
You got to act
On
tough,
the
dude.
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get you a piece of leather or something.
It's like, Dad's fine. And
Dad's
it's
fine.
the adrenaline kind of wore off. We had to drive from Lumberton to the hospital area.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
like about halfway, it's like, oh, wow, yeah, this
this does
is
hurt.
hurting. Yeah.
Easy on the bumps,
Yeah.
Ashley.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Act tough.
man.
Yeah.
Also,
don't jump the fence.
Yeah,
Just go,
don't-
unlock the door,
Yeah,
go
dude.
be a normal human being.
35, 37?
I was about 35 then, yeah, probably.
you got to
So,
really skirt the line of showing off to your kids.
Yeah.
Over 30.
Yeah.
All right?
It's one of those things I had done before, like,
Yeah,
a
dude.
couple times. And,
No.
Yeah.
Be
No.
tough, but know
Yeah.
your limits,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yes. Show.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know
Not
why
my
that's so
finest
funny.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm
Show
glad we
off.
got to share that, though. Yeah.
Show off with things you can pull off. Like
Yeah.
100%. Don't try to be like, let me try and somersault for my kids.
Yeah. Well,
dude.
it's cool dad then,
I
now,
know.
yeah.
But
Now,
cool, yeah.
now I got a trick shoulder all the time.
Oh,
I was
dude.
trying to see if
man.
it popped. But it
Oh,
didn't.
dude,
Yeah.
when being a cool dad goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So wrong. They happened with me.
That was the time.
The hammer thing, man, made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Because I forget, Aiden was real little, and I was like, I'm going to show you we had a fence we had to fix, right? It had busted. And just one little piece, one picket. And I was like, getting him out there, showing him how to hammer. I was like, holding it and letting him hit it, and he was doing it. And I was like, let me show you how to do it. And I went,
Ah, yeah.
I hit my thumb so hard, I was like,
Yeah.
God.
And that's how you do it, son.
That's how you do it right there, buddy.
It's on video. I got. What do you say? Wrap it up, go get some lunch, bud.
Yeah.
I was like, it was immediate. Like, man, that is the one thing. You hit your thumb with a hammer, dude.
Dude, it's so funny.
It's immediate.
It's because we've all done it, man.
Yeah.
We've all done it. Just keep it together in front of the kid. Be like,
Get your mom. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. That's it. That's how you do it.
Cussing under your breath.
Oh, I'm dying, man.
Little tear shit. Nope, it's okay. I'm totally not hurt.
oh God, man. Okay,
Man,
Just
one time I
keep
had
it together.
I had my son. It was the youngest one, Connor. He's jumping around, and I was doing something else, and I'm sitting on the couch, and he jumps and lands in my private area, y'all. And I felt guilty. I literally picked my son up and threw him across the room. It was just a reaction.
It's like
And
scary
my wife
movie
was
shit.
like, "Stu, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I can't help that. That's a typical man
Dude,
reaction.
that
you
damn
know?
caveman instincts. For
Yeah,
God's sakes, dude.
yeah. And that
Little
was
dinosaur
another bad,
jumped on my fucking tater tots, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he could walk. He didn't hurt himself.
He's
So,
fine.
Yeah.
Prepare yourselves,
yeah.
dads.
Dude.
They will be.
man.
It's like a magnet for those children.
Yeah.
I put him in the little carrier, dude, and he starts getting excited and kicks his feet, and his legs are long enough to hit me in the balls.
man.
Man.
Yep.
God
You get a back heel to the balls, don't
Ah,
you?
dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Okay. I got one.
Yeah.
This is. Listen, you're a new dad. You got a baby. Tensions are high. Your wife is, you're coming back from the hospital. This is the early days of it.
okay. Yeah.
All right. One thing that's gonna really piss you off if you got dogs.
Oh,
Dude, your dog. Listen. I love my dogs to death.
Yeah.
they're your best friends or man's best friend. They're awesome. But dude, when the baby, something's up with them. Like when the baby is crying and screaming, and they're like sniffing, and they're like, let me help, and they're just in the You're
In
like,
the way.
You're like, get out of my goddamn way, dude.
just kick them,
dude.
Kick them out of the way.
I've never cussed my dogs more
Oh,
since
yeah.
having this baby.
I don't think we had dogs
Because they're just
agree.
they're just in the way, and they're just like, I can help. I'm like, listen, buddy, I love you to death,
That's
but
my
get
little brother.
Yeah, get the hell out of my
About
way,
to be
right
dinner tonight,
dude.
especially.
I'm telling you, man. Your dogs are gonna upset you. It's just gonna. And
Cats
I
too,
love
man.
my dog. Cats
Cats,
already
I'm-
upset me.
Yeah. We have one. I'm not a cat person.
Outside cat or inside cat?
Inside cat.
Oh,
Ashley and my
disgusting
oldest are.
animals.
Yeah. They have the worst smelling urine and
You
and
two.
feces.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
dude. Listen, you shouldn't.
Hey, when we brought the kids home, I was like, the cats are not allowed near the babies because them little bastards
No, they're gross.
swatted anything in them claws.
Yes,
you
they
know?
do.
So
Yeah, they're-
And then I will strangle it and kill it if that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
And luckily, we have not had that yet.
Yeah.
But
Listen,
it's
man.
coming. I know it is.
You guys got to get rid of these cats.
It's
All right.
coming.
talk to
It's
Ashley next time you
coming.
see her.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Get rid of these cats. All right. I mean, that's just animals in general with babies, man. They're going to piss you off.
They make me nervous.
Yeah.
Get yourself a nice
dogs.
parakeet or something, that's not good.
No. Oh man, I had speaking of childhood trauma. One time I had a parakeet, and my mom had a Yorkie. And
see where
the
this
dog
is going.
Yorkie.
yeah, Yorkie. Yeah. Nasty little dogs. There's nothing worse than little dogs, dude. Nasty little things, man.
Rat dogs. as we call 'em.
Disgusting little things, man. But dude, I had this little parakeet, and I was like, "Hey, cheap."
Yeah.
And I just gotten it from a pet store like a week earlier, and they clipped their wings so they can't fly that well.
Yeah.
Dude, this parakeet,
Became a snack.
it flew and it couldn't fly, so it just beelined it toward the ground.
Yeah.
Landed on the ground and was like, I'm good. And that Yorkie beeline for it, dude, and immediately got it and bit a hole like straight into its neck. And I picked up my parakeet and blood is just squirting out of it. And I was just like, I was probably like a 7-year-old man.
Yeah.
It's that Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a dead parakeet.
bird,
Take
pretty bird. Yeah.
What about the old
That was me.
video? Is it
That
like
was
someone's
me.
rabbit or something they let out of the cage? Yeah, like a fucking falcon just comes in.
That's happened a couple times
Yeah.
with a rabbit, and then there's one with a cat.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
They have a
one, too.
baby squirrel, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Look how cute it is!" Oh, and they're crying.
Yeah.
And that fucking cat just comes up the tree, dude, and oh man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nature is metal.
yeah, for sure. Okay, who's up? What do we got? Anybody got some
Yeah.
heaters?
I would say if you're a dad, be the one the kids want to play with.
Oh yeah,
Be the one that's
Rough
like,
House Randy with
Dad,
him,
yeah,
dude.
Dad, come on outside, Dad. Come with us.
Oh, yeah.
Because number one, you give your mama a break.
Sure.
But number two, we're supposed to be the cool guys. Like you're the disciplinary
Cool guys.
but you're also the fun one.
Yeah.
You're fun.
Oh, yeah.
They want to, I don't know. That's just how it is at our house.
And there's probably a time limit on it, like Stu said, because eventually they probably hit like 13, 14.
I'd say it starts with mine around maybe 10, 11.
Son of a bitch.
10,
11,
12
yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Piss off,
because-
Dad.
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, man, you want to come? Like, one of mine, I was like, go in the hardware store. You get free popcorn at the one.
M&D classic.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's go. And one time they were like, no, we're good.
Yeah, when they, dude. When they
Like,
start,
It's like,
yeah.
but there's free popcorn.
yeah.
You know, it's like,
I'll get you a drink.
yeah,
You can come
it's
with me.
fine. You know,
What's that movie where the whale? He's like, my boy.
That's Harry Potter.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's the kid.
Daniel
or whatever.
Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell's the name of the show? There Will Be Blood.
Harry Potter. Oh. What? I see what you're talking about. There will be blood. That's,
Isn't he like he's holding his dead son?
I've abandoned my boy.
Yeah, my boy.
I say that it will come back. Like we just went on our trip where we hiked up Guadalupe Peak and
Sure.
everything, and when you get them away kind of from their room and we're stuck in a vehicle for 10 hours, or whatever, it's like, oh, some of the jokiness and playfulness and us all hanging out
Comes
comes
back.
back.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. And they're not complete assholes all the
Yeah.
time.
Nice. Okay.
but-
So
It
yeah,
comes full circle.
absorb
Yeah,
it while you can. Absorb
Yeah,
the
but-
Yeah.
playing with them, taking them outside, probably till what 10 or 11. Just a timer on the damn thing for
yeah.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, man.
I got
so,
one,
That's so
kind
funny.
of a fun one.
What do you got? Let's hear it.
These is when they get a little older, but always lock the door.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. We're there now, man.
We've
Yeah.
had a few instances of that at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Luckily the door is locked. But,
Lock the door, man.
And
Locks the door. Okay.
Yeah. One time it was like it knocked on the door and we had to go answer it and I'm like, hey buddy, what's up? He's like, have you seen my cat, Dad?
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm
You
like,
told us this one. Yeah.
No, buddy.
Nope.
Yeah.
We're in here cleaning the baseboards.
yeah,
Leave us
exactly.
alone,
buddy. Please, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a good one. Also, that brings up another one.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, there's a space for having sex when you
yeah.
have
This is good.
when you have a child.
Oh yeah, it's not
And
really
the window,
anytime.
Melissa, tighten up on me right here. Zoom in on me, Melissa. The window is about this big. All right, that's all you got because your wife is gonna be like, "I'm so tired," blah blah blah. It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's been 6 weeks. That window.
It's been a year.
Yeah. God's sakes. I'm dying
I'm
over
busting
here.
at the
I'm gonna
seams over
fucking
here.
explode for God's sake. Look like that guy off Nightmare Before Christmas where he
Yeah.
fucking explodes. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I mean, you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
get it in. Yeah,
Yeah.
The window to have sex is very small whenever you have newborns.
It becomes
Figure
planned.
it, yes.
Yeah.
It becomes planned a little
Yeah.
more.
And
You're like,
it's
yeah.
almost telepathic. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, speaking of that, the other day, speaking of sex,
Nice, let's hear
Melissa was like, she was putting the pack and play up
Okay.
the other day because it was in our room after podcasting or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But she was like, hey, can you come help me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she was bending down in the pack and play, and she was like, my hand's stuck.
Ah, great one, Melissa. There you go.
I love it, Melissa. That's perfect.
I was like, boy, you're yoing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I just happen to be a handyman.
Yeah. Immediately 6 to midnight, dude. I was like, I told her
Step, bro. I'm stuck.
I told her afterwards, I was like, this is one of the coolest things you've ever done.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yep.
Next time, put some elf ears on and we'll be all right. Dude.
Wink, wink, Ashley.
Yeah.
Looking at you now.
I'm an elven mage in the forest.
That one's
And I'm
weird.
stuck.
I'm stuck in this log.
Oh, God.
Maybe another log will wedge me out of it.
Not that one, Ashley.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice. Actually,
swear.
mix it up. Throw him for a loop. Oh. What would you do? Let's do
What you
it.
got?
Okay.
If Bree was dressed up in cosplay, full cosplay, you come home,
Yeah.
and she's got elf ears on and a staff, and she's
Oh, she's legit. Like
She's
she's like
speaking
wanting
like
to play
an English
wizard.
accent.
she put some
yeah.
time into this.
Now is she doing this because she's like having fun, like casting spells and shit, or is she
No,
like
she's
wanting to?
She's wanting to bang.
yeah.
Well, I'm getting
This
right
is her
into it, bro.
fantasy. Yeah.
Dude, look, listen.
She also has a costume for you. You have to
Yeah.
put it on.
I'll throw that fucking thing on.
Yeah.
It'll come right off too. That's the thing. It's like I don't understand that because I'm like,
You want to do this, babe? Let's get weird.
We're gonna-
You know?
Dad advice: do what you got to do.
Yeah.
yeah, play into their fantasy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
anybody who was like, that's some nerd
this
shit. Be like,
involves
hey, listen,
multiple
buddy.
men and you're watching. Don't do that.
Yeah.
How
Jesus.
much would you? Hold on.
Okay.
This is a good question.
I'm listening.
Is there any amount of money
Okay.
that someone could pay you
I don't
to be like, me and my buddy are gonna do it with your wife?
You were going there, dude.
No.
No.
You have to
No.
watch.
No.
That's what I
No.
thought. I would
No.
also say no.
Yeah.
No.
I saw a YouTube video where this guy, that was his thing. He was coming up to girls coming out of the
What?
supermarket
God,
with their
no.
husband or boyfriend, and be like, he started like, "Would you let me bang your wife for $10,000?" And
Dude.
every time they'd be like, "Nah."
Nah.
Well, then it gets up to $100,000, and he has a briefcase with $100,000 in it, and then they're like, couples will be like, "Should we do it?"
Dude, this is why these
No,
YouTubers
don't do it,
this is
man.
why these YouTubers get stabbed and shot and punched
Yeah.
in the face, dude. You asked
Yeah.
the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the person comes up to me and asks that, and then keeps repeating
Oh,
it,
yeah.
like I'm like, get the fuck away from
I'm
me.
gonna
Yeah,
kill you.
yeah,
I am gonna
yeah.
kill
I'm
you.
sorry, drop that.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say okay, no.
You don't actually
no,
like
YouTube,
they're great
please.
people.
Yeah.
They're great
Shut
people,
up,
man.
damn it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Y'all-
This episode's probably getting flagged. That's cool. Jesus. I'm going to bleep out that twice.
I don't think
Yeah.
we're big enough yet, so we'll be all
It
right.
doesn't matter. Did you guys see, speaking of, look, we'll finish up with some new dad stuff because people that are new to the program might need a couple things. All right. Take the baby places. Hey, listen. Be in shape, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You got to be able.
Yeah.
Be a role model to your kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're a chubster and you can't throw your kid in the air, they fucking love it when you throw them in the
Yeah.
air, dude. And you throw your
Oh,
back
yeah.
out and then you drop them. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Most people watching this are firefighters. Some of you might be drivers, some thick
Yeah,
drivers,
some thick
dude.
drivers.
Some thick chiefs.
They've already
Whatever.
had their kids. The drivers usually have
That's
already
true.
been
That's
through
true.
all
Yeah,
that.
we're through it.
But yeah, be in shape for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Be able to pick your kid up, hold them. Little bastards
Yeah.
are heavy, dude. Stu was holding
Yeah.
Griffin this
I
morning,
was
man.
like, oh yeah, I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
How old is Griffin? Or
9
how
months.
heavy is Griffin?
He's like 21 pounds.
Yeah.
yeah.
way.
Dead weight, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking dead. He doesn't help at all, man. He's just do. I'm like, buddy, I can grab a shoulder or
He's
something.
letting his head go one way.
Yeah.
He's like, when he was trying to look at all these pictures when I was holding him here, like leaning his body
Oh, yeah.
weight out farther.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, stop, man.
Yeah, dude.
Stu, how good are you with
He'll lean
transition?
way over, or he'll lean over, and then all of a sudden he's just like, yeah. Dude, he'll whip his head into my nose. And I'm like, that's cool, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I would
it.
add on to that though is
You all right, babe? Totally okay.
Totally fine. Tear coming down.
I would add on to that, continue to work out and be in shape
Sure.
as they grow up because you're
Yeah.
being a role model for
Yeah,
that.
they're
too.
gonna
Yeah,
watch
dude.
you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
So-
watch you.
Dad, come, throw a tight spiral
Throw
for
the
me. I'm like,
football,
buddy,
all
my
that kind of
shoulder's a
stuff.
little.
But you could be like,
Yeah.
he says, hey, let's go run a mile.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
can do that.
Oh, yeah.
No, we did.
Yeah.
We did that.
It might be 10 minutes or whatever it takes some of y'all.
Murph
But, yeah.
Murph
a couple of us.
motivated me to do that with our boys.
Oh,
and
yeah. Running for ice cream, right?
they were running for
Hell
ice
yeah,
cream.
dude.
And all but one could really they were not having it.
Damn.
Only one of them was like able to keep a good little pace, and he was like, "I like this." And he,
Yeah.
of course, is like probably what Murphy was when he was a kid,
Sure.
skin and bones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Weighed what a paperweight would weigh.
Yeah.
All the other ones are dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All the Holligans out
I ran
there.
a 8:13 mile after Thanksgiving.
Did you
the other
really?
day.
Not bad.
For
An
41.
8:13 mile?
Yeah.
Not bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty good.
I thought it was going to suck after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and everything, but yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Me and Hillen did a sick workout the other day when I woke up.
Oh,
2 days later, my
yeah.
legs were on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
were.
can keep up with him. So that's-
No,
Yeah.
he didn't do that well. I'm looking through this list. It's a goofy ass list. They usually are, man.
I have kind of one that's no one can tell you how to be a parent. You're
Oh,
gonna have
dude,
to learn.
that's-
You're gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they can give advice, but no one can tell you
except for
exactly
your
how to
in-laws.
parent
your
kid.
in-laws, they can tell you how to be a parent.
Oh god, they love
better
doing
fucking
it.
listen,
They
bro.
love doing it, dude. They all these old people, all these people who had kids 50, 60 years ago, and they're like, "What we did was this." And I'm like,
I
"Nah,
smoked
man.
a cigarette and drank whiskey.
Yeah,
and-
dude.
Just crack
Yeah.
the window. For God's sake.
Yeah, it's crazy as
Nah,
shit,
my,
man."
my in-laws, I'm lucky. They're pretty good. They,
Mine
yeah,
too.
Yeah, so.
Mine too.
People are going to give you a lot of bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it.
We're giving you good advice.
solid advice. This is the only damn advice you need.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
this another thing, and we've probably harped on this before. Put them on a damn schedule, dude,
Yeah.
and stick to the schedule.
Especially as a fireman, I think.
Fuck yeah! And people, dude, you're gonna take the baby somewhere. You're gonna go out to a party, and people are gonna be like, "Well, why don't you just let him sleep?" Like, nope, they are not supposed to sleep right now.
Are you taking care of him when he wakes up a
dude.
piece of shit
Like,
in the morning?
No. Yeah. Hey, if you got to leave a party early to go take your kid and put them to sleep because you know they're going to sleep through the night, leave. Leave.
I say a schedule's good. Some of the ones that like, they have to get this many minutes or hour of sleep or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like when they wake up, they're up.
Yeah, sometimes you
Some
can't.
people, it
Yeah.
depends, but like we had a time when we set them down for a nap,
Sure.
but that might last 30 minutes, it might
Yeah.
last an hour, you know.
And
so,
that's kind of how
yeah.
we did with him. The only times now that he'll wake himself up, shits his pants, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, somebody got to come take care of this, man.
See, he'll let you know.
And I know, dude, I'll smell it as I'm walking into the. I'm like, oh,
man,
buddy.
there's nothing worse that wake up with your kid to feed them. I didn't mind. I never
Yeah.
minded that. But man, if they shit themselves at night, you're like,
Me and Ashley have some friends that their son shit
Quit
his,
banging the table, for God's sake. You
happened?
keep fucking
I
dropping the
didn't
hammer
do
on the
that.
table. Yes,
That
you
was
did.
Stu.
he shit his diaper, and it was before they woke up that morning, and they came into, he had painted the wall.
Oh, dude.
It had
Oh,
come out of
no.
the diaper. Yeah, he had been sitting there painting the wall
Having
with
some
it.
fun, having
Yeah.
some arts and
Man,
crafts
dude.
time.
Can you
I mean-
imagine walking into that?
I've done that.
I
Yeah.
mean, do you
Yeah,
have, does that even come off sheetrock? I
I
feel
don't
like it's
know,
absorbing
man.
into the
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
I've found it in pack and plays on the wall, and it was
Pack and
both
plays,
times
dude. Pack and play.
not
Dad's
fun.
a dad's nightmare. Get that
Yeah,
out of my
also.
camera frame.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Son of a bitch. I got something the other day. So, dude, so Murph is on hiatus for a little bit.
Right.
We are
Yeah.
trying to get our we're trying to get tax bullshit settled.
Figured out, yeah.
Yeah, because we
He
did
was
it.
the tax guy too.
Yeah, Murph's a
Yeah.
businessman. We did a DBA instead of an LLC. All that. I know the absolute minimal about it. Dude, we were at the station the other day, Stu, and we're like, let's call Murph because I have it pulled up on my computer. Meet and we can all figure this out right now. It's me, Murph, and Holligan.
Yeah.
Murph was on the phone. Holligan was there
Yep.
with me in my room. We call Murph. We're talking. Murph naturally doesn't answer my first phone call. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
If you've been listening to the show, you know he doesn't.
Yeah.
So Murph calls us back, and we're like talking. We're like, all right, W9, do this. We're like, we should probably do this. Yeah. Dude, fire tones drop.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm like,
of course.
and I'm on the phone with Murph. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
And it's our first in
Yeah,
fire.
it's
I'm like,
our
see you, Murph.
fire.
We gotta go. I'm like, God, dude.
Yeah.
Every time we try to get together to do this dumbass tax stuff, something.
Literally, man. Like I thought, no way, it's ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
First
like,
in.
It's not. Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
Literally
quarter mile from
right
the-
there.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it was a hell of a fire. It was a
The
ripping
universe
fire,
is trying
dude.
to tell
Yeah.
y'all something.
Yeah.
You know.
Huh?
The universe is trying to tell y'all
Then
something.
we should
it
be
was,
paid,
it was.
apparently.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jesus.
We're not deserving at the
A
moment.
lot of people get away with not paying their taxes. It's
Whoa,
fine.
no, we're paying our taxes. We're not getting paid because they're withholding our money.
What?
Damn,
No,
Yeah.
it's-
Big government holding their money.
Watch us have to pay taxes on that.
That would be pretty funny.
We don't even have it.
Yeah, but we never even got paid. They're like, well, you still owe us.
Yeah.
You get paid eventually.
YouTube says they paid.
Sounds about right,
Okay.
dude. Okay. This is pretty good. I got one on the list. You'll create your own dad hack for calming a crying baby. Absolutely.
Yes.
You really think on your toes.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that you can do, take them outside. Outside,
yes.
dude. Take them for a walk.
Outside.
Take them for a walk. Throw them on your shoulders. Throw them in the baby carrier.
Yeah.
Put them in the stroller. Take them for a
It
damn
doesn't
walk.
matter if it's raining. Just get in the garage.
They
or
love
whatever.
it.
I
you
took,
know?
yeah. I took him out in the rain whenever it was like summertime and it was still warm. Dude, he fucking loved it.
Oh,
yeah.
Loved it, dude.
Oh yeah.
I have
Yeah.
pictures of us doing that with the boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take their clothes off. If they're still in a diaper, it's fine. Leave it
Dude,
on. If you're in
yeah.
the country like this guy, take the
Yeah.
diaper off. It don't
Let them
matter.
play. Yeah, let them run around. They love
Also,
it, dude.
kids don't understand temperature.
Do they
No,
get
yeah.
cold? Like, dude, he doesn't give a shit.
We're going
I
outside.
think they
naked.
get cold. There's just nothing telling them, hey, you're cold until
Yeah.
they get older. And it's
Oh, yeah.
like, put a jacket on.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, you put them in so many layers and they're just like a starfish. They're like this.
What's that Christmas story movie? You know?
Yeah. Melissa's like, put another jacket. I'm like, he's fine. Come on, man. Let's go, buddy.
It just doesn't get that cold here.
No, and we're not goddamn Eskimos. We're not going to be out there for 6 hours. We're going to be out there for 15 minutes. And
Yeah.
I'm coming back. I'm cold.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's a
let's
good
see.
one, though. Yeah. You find stuff just to calm them and different.
You find ways. You
Yeah.
figure shit out.
Or
Anybody?
just like my youngest son, I figured out if he was upset, he'd grab my thumb and
Okay.
rub his like this. and that.
Interesting.
So when he was crying, I
Thumb
just
on
like
thumb.
let him grab my thumb, and he'd just sit there.
No
and-
way.
Yeah, and that was like his common thing. When he was,
That's so
Interesting.
wild.
Yeah.
I've never found anything like
Yeah.
that.
Every
I was
baby's
just-
got a little thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Griffin does his he'll mess with his ear, and I guess that's a
Yeah.
way that they soothe themselves. Yeah.
Maybe I just never noticed it.
Hey,
I don't
bad
know.
dad. Terrible
I guess
dad.
I just didn't notice.
you're not a terrible
Yeah.
dad.
Nah, I agree.
Don't
Dad.
lose your temper when you're
tough
when you're
one,
gonna
yeah.
discipline.
That's a good
them.
one.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna have to spank them,
Oh,
or
yeah.
no, we don't spank. My buddy does.
Nice.
Or
guy
put
I
him in
know.
timeout or whatever. Don't.
I always said wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then go.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
And if you're still pissed, it's
I mean, they're still
justified.
going to get in trouble, but
Yeah.
let yourself calm down.
Yeah.
Our like, since we're around the baby so much and taking care of them, like our testosterone drops. Because
Oh, yeah.
otherwise, if it was at a normal level, you'd throw them through the wall after a while. Honestly,
That's very true.
yeah.
Tight
so,
baby spiral.
Yeah, tight baby spiral. Nice. So yeah, that's a real bummer.
I had do I have time for a quick story?
Sure.
With that,
Let's hit it.
one time I was mowing and we just got this new dog, and my oldest, who was very young then, he opens the door and we didn't have a back fence there at my house, so the woods are back there. And I'm mowing, I see this new dog we just adopted haul ass past me,
Naturally.
off into the woods. And my son walks out there and he's got his little like leapfrog pad. He's like, "Dad, show me this." And I'm like, he's old enough to understand that. I said, "Go get mom, tell her to get in the car and come find me."
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I'm chasing this dog through the woods, middle of summer. And I chase him through the woods. I mean, I'm gone 30, 45 minutes, y'all, just sweating. Finally catch him. I don't have a leash. So I have to carry him. It was Ace, kind of a pit looking. I don't know if y'all saw.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I finally get there, and Cole's just sitting in the back porch with this little leapfrog still, just like
my
playing.
God.
He's like, "Hey, Dad." And I was like,
Oh, dude.
it actually happened to she was in the shower during all this. She walks out. She's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "But, fucking dog." And she's like, "Stu, go inside.
Yeah.
Cole, come with me."
Yeah.
And then there's a separation. Of course, I calmed down.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And, but I was ready.
You're ready to kill him.
Yeah. Uh-huh,
That's why, hey man, you gotta have a good wife that knows.
Yeah.
Like, I got him. Yeah, you're
Surprised that brisk walk didn't help calm you
Yes,
down.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, no,
You were
yeah.
outside in nature.
just sweating with a dog.
Stickers and shit.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, stewing over.
yeah.
it. Stew,
That
stew.
day-
I'm like, where is Ashley this whole time? Because there's like neighborhoods we ran through the woods
Yeah.
and everything.
if
and
that kid's playing on that goddamn leapfrog,
You're ready to snap that fucking thing
I'm
in
gonna
half.
fucking lose it when I get out there.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, Dad!"
Yeah.
Like, son
I
of
beat
a
the
bitch.
dragon or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Dude,
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in their own little like bubble, right?
Yeah.
They're like, "Dad, hey, Dad."
man.
You don't know he's
You're like,
coming
buddy.
with,
Yeah.
with the pain.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Don't see
It's
the
all right.
rage.
Yeah.
All right, new dad advice. That was a good one. We got off a
Yeah.
couple of tangents there, but we still threw some good advice at you guys. Let us know in the comments if we missed some stuff. If you have some more questions, we love the hell out of the questions and support.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Patreon, jump on Patreon if you want extra content. You want to see more of us. Patreon's where it's at. It's off the rails.
waiting
It's a
for?
great time. We have a great time.
Yeah.
Olligan, you got anything for him?
Now, I love you guys.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in again. Keep leaving comments on YouTube, like Hillen said.
Yep.
I'm going to be checking them out.
Nice.
If you see a word that's misspelled, fucking let me
Perfect
know.
timing. Yep.
And I'll probably bring it up here on the podcast.
Nice. Stu?
I'm just gonna say thanks for letting me on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I need
brother.
to get closer to the mic.
You
I'm
got it,
working
you
on
got
that. Yeah.
Choke up on
let me
the
know
mic.
how I did.
Yeah.
If y'all like me, maybe they'll let me come back on. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
up
think
to
you did
debate
good,
still,
buddy.
Well,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I think you
know?
did good.
You're
Stu.
way better
You
than
did
Tim.
good. Yeah.
Tim sucks.
Tim's a good
Tim,
guy.
yeah,
man.
man.
Way better than Murph.
You're
dude.
trash.
Jesus. Suck it,
Am I
Murph.
better than Murph? Yeah, let me know. Yeah.
Turn over taxes to Stu.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn.
I knew it.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time. We love you guys.
See y'all.
Later.
Peace.